Look at him, man. That by far was the worst apology I've ever seen in my life. I've seen murderers apologize better than that. But then again, you might be a murderer. You most certainly murdered that apology. I'm not going to play an apology because, it's so pathetic, and y'all probably have seen it anyway. It's all over the world. Ain't nobody buying it because, first of all, it looked like you've been smoking crack for a whole weekend, trying to, because your nerves have got to you, trying to figure out what you're going to do. So in case you don't know, I'm talking about P. Diddy. And he was apologizing for the video coming out of him, WWE and the girl, which is crazy. If you're getting that mad, you probably shouldn't be with the girl. I guess he was with her for 10 years or something like that. But, if she was dealing with that kind of abuse for 10 years, Lord Jesus. She deserved every bit of that $30 million. See, but before Diddy came out with his apology, it was a few other people that had to come out and apologize. Most notably was Slim Thug. Now, Slim Thug, I can kind of get why he was on Diddy's side. For the reasoning that he had. I don't necessarily agree with it. But he was saying that he was just trying to support the black man and, people tearing down black men and, black men need to be supported. But at the same time, that was at the expense of someone who was actually telling the truth. And I'm assuming that he learned a very valuable lesson that I learned a long time ago. Skin folk ain't kin folk, which means that, first of all, P. Diddy is a scum of the earth, right? And you got people running around here that want to hide behind black culture while they're being the scum of the earth. And then you get people like Slim Thug that want to support him because he believes, in the culture, and he wants to support, I get what he's trying to do. But in this case, he just supported the wrong dude, right? Because he's not innocent at all. It's been widely reported about all the stuff that's going on. So he just picked the wrong dude. It happens. He came out and apologized, and he said, yeah, he explained why he did it and how he was wrong, and he gonna take the L. He did it like a man. I've been saying for the longest, people don't want to be recognized as being wrong, right? And it happens sometimes. We're not perfect. It just sometimes we wrong. I get what he was trying to do, though, and I respect that. But at the same time, he just supported the wrong dude. And he came out and apologized and said, he's going to take that L. And then Diddy came out with his apology. But see, Diddy's apology, looking like a crackhead while he was apologizing, it didn't look sincere at all. He said that he was disgusted by what was on the video. He was disgusted then. He's disgusted now. He was in a dark place. He got therapy. He got counseling. He got, all kinds of stuff he was saying. He got it. Whatever he needed, he got it. But here's the problem. It wasn't until the video came out that he apologized. So he said, I take full responsibility. There's no excuse. Well, you're right. There is no excuse, but there's also no hiding from it either. If you go and pay $50,000 at the time, he said he was disgusted at the time. Well, at the time, allegedly, he paid $50,000 for that tape not to come out. Does that sound like somebody who's taking accountability and taking full responsibility and who was disgusted at the time? Absolutely not. Right? Because if you're taking full accountability and taking full responsibility, then you don't go and do things that are going to suppress the video and not let anybody know. And, in 2016, here we are, 2024, nobody knew it until just the other day. Well, Cassie did, but, not too many people knew about it. So now that it came out, now you want to apologize because it's a massive black eye on the brand, right? Your deals is going bye-bye. Your career is going bye-bye. Your investments is going bye-bye, right? So now you have to do damage control. That's why you came out looking like a crackhead. So I guess the move was to try to look like that so you can get some type of sympathy and look like you stressed out. You probably stressed out, but not because you feel bad, but you feel bad that you got caught. That's why you came out with the power. I take full responsibility, whatever. This, that, and other. Is you going to turn yourself into the jailhouse, though? No. Right? Is you going to pay them other people that claiming that, you did the same type of stuff to them? No. That's why you in court right now. Is you going to come out, pop out and say, okay, I'm settling with everybody? No. So when you say I'm taking full responsibility, what do you mean by that? Just saying it like, okay, I'm responsible and, whatever is going to happen, but, I'm not gonna really do nothing. I'm just gonna say it. But see, you can see if a person's sincere or if they're not sincere, right? I mean, look at the actions. You called her a liar just a week or two ago. Now all of a sudden you're ashamed and you're terrible and you're disgusted and all of that. But just 2-3 weeks ago, she was a liar, or however long it was, right? And you called her a liar. And then your son came out talking about we needed to do something with the name and we need to speak up for the name and all that, and y'all lying and all that, and that kind of thing. Well, here come the video. Guess what that does? F what you talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's nonsense. Because here we got the video. So guess what that do? That bolsters Cassie's credibility. If there's a case like a RICO case, something like that, because guess what? DJ Academics, which he's in his own world of hurt, and we'll get to him maybe in another video. But he made an important point. He was dragging her around and made it look like he was holding her against her will or something. And anytime you get held against your will, that's kidnapping. So there may be an instance where it could be some type of a RICO stuff, because RICO, they would have to charge him with something under the RICO so that they can get around that statute of limitations. Maybe that's why he's taking accountability now, because it's passed beyond the statute of limitations. And he could go down there and say, yeah, I did everything in that video, and the police can't do nothing because it's outside of that. Now, if that's your idea of taking responsibility, I mean, he's not really going to do nothing. He's a scumbag. He's a scumbag. So he's not going to do anything to rectify any of this other than pay, he paid Cassie the money. And we're going to see, is he going to settle out of court these other dudes? Are you going to take accountability like that? Or are you just taking accountability for this one thing, this one video, this one action? And you ain't going to deny all the other stuff. Come on, man. That's not being accountable and taking full responsibility. Taking full responsibility is making people whole. Taking full responsibility for you harming them people. You want to bring God all into this and all of that. What would Jesus do in this instance? Would he pay everybody that he harmed? Would he somehow what do you call it? Recompensate? Would he compensate people for their injuries? Because when you are treated, when you're abused, you need to be compensated. You've been abused. Like there's only if I ain't no jail, the only other remedy is money, and he got plenty of it. So is he going to pay that money? That's the question. Is he going to hold yourself accountable like that, or you just going to look like a crackhead and say just mumble the words?